it's me. I just wanted to pick up the camera and vlog. Anthony had his G-tube surgery last week, Saturday, and he's been doing really well. It's just been so overwhelming, everything, just learning everything, and now that we're home, we were discharged 2 days ago on Wednesday. Everything's just been a lot, and whenever I get really overwhelmed, all I really want is my family, and I have to be so grateful for them because some people don't have anybody, like not even a mom or a dad. I'm very fortunate that I have a mother and a father who are the most amazing parents, especially my dad. He's been so supportive but scared at the same time. He was probably the most scared one. But I knew that he was being supportive with me at the same time. My dad loves Anthony, and he loves me so much more. And my mom, that's Anthony, and my mom, you have always told me, Jenny, you're making the right choices. Even if I knew I maybe wasn't, she always reassured me that I was. My brothers and sisters, I'm very fortunate that I have a big, brother and sister. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. And they've all been scared as well, but always so supportive and letting me know that, every choice I was making for Anthony was good, and always reassured me, you're an amazing mom. And I know I am, and I get myself so emotional just because it's always so much. Especially lately, this hospital stay was way more emotional than any of my hospital stays, and it was just because the doctors were down my back, and because it was a G-tube procedure. To them, it's that he was failing to thrive, meaning he wasn't gaining his weight for some reason. And they would ask me all these questions, like, what does he eat? How much do you give him? What, when you make him something, do you put more milk, more this and that? So it becomes so much because I don't know if it would only be me, I doubt it, but people like myself, I take that as you're judging me. You're making it seem like I don't take care of my son, which I know that I do. I mean, I stopped my whole life for him, And I just have, a big family. I'm very fortunate for that because, like I said, some people don't even have a mom or dad or a big family in general. I do. Not only just my family, but, extended family, like family, friends, and stuff, especially the most close ones, So I have a lot of support. And most importantly, the most important person in this is this little guy right here. This little guy. These are his feedings. Say hi. This little guy. He brings me so much joy. These are his feeding. You set it here. And it runs. This is the milks. You have to put it in this bags, and then it runs through, and it goes through his tube and into his stomach. I've been always so proud of Anthony. So proud of him. But lately, like, I look at him and just, I'm such a proud mom. Like, he makes me so happy. He, he gives me my moments where he drives me crazy, but he's a kid. Like, every kid, goes through that, and he's such a good boy. I just been so in love with him more. Like, so, oh my god, like, I've always adored him. But the love has just shooted through the roof for him. Especially lately, it's just, I look at him and I'm like, you're like a miracle. Like, you're like a soldier. You're a warrior. You're everything that is combined of strong. That's what Anthony is. That in the hospital, the nurses were like, he just had G-tube surgery and he's doing great. Like, he only had to take Tylenol for pain like twice, and that was the night of. And it was because he was fine. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he was uncomfortable, but he didn't show it. He cried the first night, and it was because it was the first night. But he did that with his brain surgery too. And that was obviously more intense, and he still didn't need anything for it. And it's not because I didn't let them. No, I said let him show it, and if he shows he's upset or hurting, then we'll give it to him. But he was smiling and just so happy, and I catch myself crying so much lately. And it's not because I'm very overwhelmed and I'm very stressed, and it's a lot to intake for one person. But I look at him and I'm like, this little guy is my beautiful baby. Mine. I get to call him mine. There's people that meet him and they're like, he's so good. He's so well behaved, especially for a little boy that has autism. He's, like I said in one of my videos, he's on the spectrum, so he's not like, like the full thing of autism, but he's got some of the symptoms of it, but he's not, even when he walked, he wasn't like a kind of kid that would make a mess and throw things around. No, he was a good kid. He's always been like that. And I could say it's because that's the way I raised him, but he's just like that. He's a good kid. He doesn't act up and do all that stuff. He's got his little moments like every kid, but he's such a well-behaved little boy. And more than anything, he's just a fighter. He's so strong. And they say all kids are, but I mean, this one has been through hell and back around, and he lives his life so calm, peaceful, and happy. He smiles with this beautiful big grin, and you just say, why did this happen to his life? I'll never get an answer. I never will. Not even from doctors, not if I ask the world, no. I mean, I ask myself that all the time. And, I just keep trying, keep fighting. I don't give up on him. I've given up, never on him, on the fact of finding something to get him better. I did at one point. Didn't do me any good. I was even more stressed than I've ever been. I used to be on the floor, like, spazzing out from the anxiety that I was feeling. I had to learn to control that because it wasn't healthy for my life and for him, because he reads off my energy, because I am his life. He looks at me like his survivor. I'm the one that keeps him going. I don't think he realizes that he keeps me going much more than I keep him. Every day will be a better day. Every day will be a more positive day. Every day will get better. I tell myself that every day and every night. And with this surgery, I am believing in my mind that this is going to help my child. And for him to get better, I'll get better. Because I can't focus on myself if he's not to a good point.